We begin a new week of isolation interviews. We're going to head to Queensland this time round, and Matt Dunne has joined us. Matty, just tell us a little bit about your situation and the changes to racing and how it's affecting you.
It's pretty difficult for us because being so close to the border, obviously Queensland have segregated the state into zones, and I moved a few horses to the Gold Coast on Sunday to ensure they were inside zones and able to race up there. And not sort of miss out on any races that were important. I moved horses up that will race in the next couple of weeks. So look, it's a necessary it's a necessary thing that we all have to adapt to, and it's not ideal, but certainly if it keeps us racing, then I'm all for it.
Absolutely. You got a big team at Grafton today where I think you've scratched a few out, but if we can rip through them for us. In the first, you've got Bullet Shot. Can you tell us about the chances there?
Look, the wet track isn't much good for him. He's had a few goes on soft ground, and he hasn't probably performed as well. He was good in a race last start at Doomben. It's a much stronger race than this. So, look, if we can hold together for long enough to get him through the ground, he's certainly a chance, but he's probably better on top of the ground.
Okay, on to the second where Reappear still starts. It gets off the ballots into this one as well. Was it a target race?
Look, not so much. I mean, obviously, she's a bit the same as a few horses. We've had to adapt and adjust and juggle things a little. And, she had a freshen after her last run. A little bit disappointing last start, perhaps, but got stuck wide and didn't have much luck. I think the 1,000 will suit. I think the distance is right for her. And again, if she can get through the ground and she's nice and fresh going in, she gets a better run today from a better gate. So, look, she's probably a decent value. And if, as I say, if she can sort of bounce off that gate and put herself a bit closer to the speed, she's a good chance.
Okay, you've got a decent hand in the third of the program. You've got Tilly Star, Sniperess, ready to humble as well. How do you sort of size up your three?
Look, I think probably going in Ready to Humble's the pick of the three. He's a horse that we've always had lots of time for. He's had a few little niggly problems along the way that have come against him, but I think we're in the right spot now. If he gets through the ground, he's drawn a wide gate, which probably shouldn't be such a big hindrance now with the track coming up heavy. So if he can get across, he's got good speed. He'll get across, probably put himself in the first 4 or 5 in the right part of the track, and he's a good chance. The other two are not without a chance either, but I think if you're going to ask me to pick one, it would probably be him. Sniperess, nothing wrong with what she did first up for me. She ran great. So, I mean, all three horses are an each way chance, but if I was going to pick one, I'd probably say Ready to Humble.
Okay, good as gold. On to next to the program that you've got runners in is race 6, a bit of a break. And Dixie, Matthew McGurran are riding here. What can you tell us about this one's chances?
Super consistent, and she's been racing at city level, so she obviously comes back a grade here. Yeah. She's drawn a wide gate, which she just seems to do every time she goes to the races, but she'll get back anyway, and she'll rush late. She's probably one of my better runners on the day.
Okay, I like that. And another race where you've got a decent chance, and you'd think would be the last with Arcolette. What do you think here?
Yeah, look, her first up run was much better than it looked. She got in traffic, and if she'd have maybe got a bit of clear running, she'd have finished a lot closer. So, again, she's a horse that probably get midfield or maybe a little bit worse and rush late. But provided there's run on today, which there should be with the rain, then she's also a good each way chance, a good value. But I think probably my best of the day is probably Dixie.
Okay, I like that. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, Matty. What's the base, and how many are you training there?
My base is in Wollumba, which is about 10 kilometres New South Wales side of the Queensland border. We've got 85 in work. So obviously it was a bit of a juggling act to make sure that the horses all got their chance as far as moving horses interstate and that sort of thing that had to be done fairly quickly. But look, I mean, we're lucky because we're in a position here where we've got access to 6 tracks within 100 kilometres, obviously in the Northern Rivers. So if most horses are stuck down in, obviously we can go all over the state of New South Wales. There are no restrictions. So try to restrict staff movements more so than horses. If we can try to limit that and limit the exposure that people may have to contracting COVID-19, then hopefully we can get through. And look, they're doing a great job. The guys at the top, they ensure that we've continued to race this far, and hopefully we can continue.
Okay, I introduced you as a Queenslander. It must be just about a sin on my part, is it?
No, it's certainly not a Queenslander. I can guarantee you that.
All the best. Hey, thanks for joining us, Matty. Best of luck with not only your runners today, but upcoming, and let's hope you stay safe too.
Pleasure. Thank you.